Does anybody else suffer from wanting to sew all of the things but having such crippling perfectionism that you never finish anything or you never start to begin with? Because that's currently where I'm at. We have 2 projects right here. 2 jumper windsheeter pullover things that I copied off an existing jumper that I am pretty much done on. One of them just needs like top stitching. Both of them just need some top stitching, twill tape sewn at the back to stabilize the neck, and that's it. They don't need much done to them. Have I done it? No, have not finished them. The other thing is starting the Sunday jumper by Mood Sewing Patterns with fabrics that are sitting here and have been sitting here for 8 years. We've had these 8 years. So basically, my goal for the rest of this week, we are now Thursday, so I have 4 days to accomplish this, is to sew 2 different Sunday jumpers, one full length in this green fabric, and see if I can get a shorter version in this cat fabric here that is adorable, that, you know, they've just been hanging around, so I may as well use them. Also, I really like some clothing that is not tracksuit pants to wear, even if I'm just at home, because currently, since having a baby 7 months ago, all I live in is tracksuit pants and pajamas, essentially. I don't have anything else I can wear day to day that's comfortable and functional for running around after a small baby and also taking care of an 8-year-old child. So I need to fix this. I need something to wear that is not tracksuit pants. So we're gonna see if we can fix that this week. But anyway, that is the plan. I'm going to make a coffee. I'm gonna set up the sewing machines and we'll see how much we get done today. Okay, we are going to start with the yellow jumper. Reason for that, this one's for me. So I don't really care. Well, I mean, I do care if I muck it up, but like, it's not a gift, so it doesn't matter as much in the grand scheme of things, I guess. So we're gonna go with this one first. All I'm doing now, I've cut my length of twill tape for both jumpers. It's wider than I would like, so I think I might stitch the whole thing in half before I attach it to the jumper, just so that I don't have to try and manipulate it while I'm sewing it onto the jumper. It will all just be the size it should be. And then once I've done that, I'm going to change my needle over to a ballpoint for the knit fabric and change the thread to match the jumper as well. I've also got these cute little tags that I got off Etsy. I figured they were fairly appropriate considering we have 2 cats in this household. That's 2 done. Now we get to change the needle, the threads, everything, and then sew that to this. All right, before I change the needle, I'm gonna sew the twill tape on because I'm using a regular stitch. No, that should work with the ballpoint. Okay, we're changing. I've just threaded that for nothing. Why am I like this? I have no brain. The needle's for the fabric, not the type of stitch. Stitchy stitch, 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 stitch. God, I need to clean this. Ugh. Baby's awake. move it all. Ah! Oh, that looks like a mess. Fuck. Yeah. That looks straight. But my thread is the exact color of my fabric, so I don't think anybody's gonna notice it. I cannot be bothered unpicking and redoing, so we're just gonna... It's fine. So we have one reasonably neat on the inside twill tape stabilizer, which I'm actually kind of impressed by. Like, I don't know, something about adding that extra bit of stability instead of just leaving the neckline as it was makes it feel more professional, even if the color does not match. So that is that one. All right, I think looking at it, I do not trust my ability to top stitch knitted things. So who am I kidding? I don't trust myself to top stitch woven fabrics either. I don't trust myself to top stitch. So I think I'm going to avoid that and just call it done with the twill tape. So let's do the second one, which means changing my thread over because that is grey. So we need grey thread in here. And then we'll see both of these when we do a try on at the end. This pattern is making me wish I had a bigger surface area to cut it out on because it doesn't quite fit. But we're gonna have to work with it because it's the biggest that I have without crawling around on the floor and my back cannot take that. So life got in the way. It's been 2 days, I've done nothing. So the last time we left off where I finished the jumpers and cut out the pattern for the Sunday jumper, it's pretty much the last I did. So we're gonna sit down. It is Sunday today. I'm not gonna manage to finish it like I wanted, but we should get pretty damn close. Essentially all I've got to do is sew it together and then do the finishing touches. It's knitted fabric, it doesn't take long, I should be done relatively quick. However, I do not have matching thread and I cannot be bothered going to Spotlight today. So we are going to sew it together, probably with the dark gray that's already on the machine because it will probably blend in the seams. And then tomorrow I will go to Spotlight, I will get some matching thread to finish it off. So we're just gonna see how much we can get done. I'm gonna put my machine into a stretch stitch, being that this is a stretchy pattern, there's no zippers or buttons or anything. Hello, Willoughby. I need to make sure that I can get in and out of it without busting all of the stitching. So we're gonna get the machine set up and then start sewing it together. I've got my instructions on my laptop behind me and we're gonna see how much we get done. Good morning. It is a week later. I did not finish the jumpsuit, but I have a reason. I do have a reason, I swear. I hate it. The pattern itself, it's great. I love the pattern. I really want to make it again. But the fabric was so clingy and just awful to put on my body and made me feel so self-conscious. It showed every lump and bump I have. And that's just not something I'm wanting to deal with when I'm only almost 8 months postpartum, and nothing is as tight as it was before I got pregnant. And I don't have the energy to work on my body right now, nor do I care to. So I need my clothes to work for me, not the other way around. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna backtrack. I am going to take a little bit of length out of the torso of the pattern because I'm too short. I am a very short person, and that was way too long for me. So, you know, we'll count the green one as a good mock-up experience. It did show me that I need to do some pattern adjustment on this. And I'm gonna do a short leg option because I do not have much of that cat fabric to be able to get a full length option out. I'm also gonna do ties for the shoulder straps because I don't have enough fabric to do a bias strip. So we're just gonna improvise a little bit, see if we can get something that works a bit better for me with this second option. And if I like how it turns out, I will probably invest in some thicker terry fleece to be able to make a proper full length version for this winter. If not, I'm gonna scrap it and move on to the next thing. Do not think that's wide enough. And it's not. Okay, so yesterday I tried cutting out the cat fabric, realized I did not have enough. So we're off to Spotlight in order to see if they still stock a pattern that I've had in my stash for 8 years. I don't like my chances. Worst comes to worst, we will just buy a different fabric, even though my bank account is screaming at me not to buy more fabric. So we're gonna see how we go. I've got Big Al with me this morning. And yeah, come with us to Spotlight. About what I want to do with this, because I should be able to squeeze a tank top out of what I have, even with having cut some of it out, but that's a problem for another day. What I do have is 2 jersey fabrics here. I have a plain cotton linen blend, so that is going to be something that I know I should be able to wear out in public, easy peasy. It's just plain, it's a dusky pink color, done. And then I found this in the clearance section. Plain cotton jersey, bright pink, mushroom print fabric. I love it. I do not know if I'm gonna have the confidence to wear it out in public. Hi, Rito. Or if this is something that I just wear around the house because it makes me happy. But either way, we're gonna start with this one because it's too fun not to. we have coffee made, and now we just need to switch out the thread so that it's the right color for the jumpsuit, and then hopefully this sews together quickly and we're all done. some thoughts. Sewing with knits, not easy. I don't care who is going to tell you that sewing with knits is easier than woven. In my experience, it's all lies. The seams are a little bit wavy. There are some obvious dodginess to this jumpsuit. I do need to go through and do some extra stitching on the neckline, the back and the sides, just to make sure that the overlocked edges aren't poking out. But other than that, I've got no complaints. This is so comfortable. Very, very comfy. The color, I have to admit, I don't know if I'd wear it outside or if it's something I just wear around the house. We will see. It does make me very happy having it on my body, so that's the main thing. But I'm sure it's going to get a lot of wear, especially with running around after the 8-month-old in the house. So, you know, we're going to count it as a win and we're going to move on to the next project. So that's it for this week. We'll see if I manage to get another one up next week. I'll see you then.